member class. First of all, you will need a yoga mat for today's session. So make sure you've got a mat so that you can have some cushioning for your knees. And let's get started straight away. So place your feet underneath your hips, make sure your toes are facing straight forward. And starting off with just focusing on our bodies. So close your eyes and start to focus on your feet. How does it feel on the floor, underneath you? And then becoming aware of your pelvis. How do you think the placement of your pelvis is? Are you arching your back or are you tucking slightly? But just notice, don't do anything. And then start to notice your entire spine. Notice your neck. And then notice how you are keeping your head. In what kind of placement is your head? And then let's go down back to our feet and start to push your feet into the floor. Feel all 10 toes. And then start to lengthen up your quadriceps, so pull up the kneecaps. And then slightly lengthen your sitting bones and zip up the front line of your belly button. And then relax your shoulders completely. Relax your arms. And then lengthen the back of the neck. And feel for an upright position. So imagine there's a wall behind you and you're resting your head against the wall. Great. So now we're in a beautiful aligned position to start off our first warm-up exercise. So relax the arms, relax your shoulders. And we are going to start by looking over towards your right shoulder. And back to center. Take a breath in at the center. And exhale, look over to the left shoulder. And back to center, breathing in. Exhale, look over to the right. And back to center, inhale. And exhale to the left. Great. Find center again. And you're going to tilt your head to the right side. Just feel the stretch in your neck. Relax the arm. And come back to center, breathing in. Exhale over to the left. And back to center. One more time. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Back to center, breathing in. Exhale to the left. Good. Bend your knees and we're going to do 4 shoulder loops going back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 shoulder loops going forward. And 2 and 3 and 4. Now keep your knees soft and you're going to swing your arms forward and back. Make sure your upper body is nice and relaxed. And just enjoying the freedom that this movement brings. So bouncing with the knees. We are going to do 16 bounces. Great. Good. Now bring your hands into a ballet first position or a beach ball position. And then think of drawing your belly button into the spine. So you're making a C shape. Tuck your chin. Breathing in. And exhale. You're going to extend and rotate towards the right side. So draw your fingertips towards the sides and draw down your shoulders. And then come back to center. Breathe in. And exhale over to the other side. Try and rotate from the ribs, but keep your hips square, and then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale over to the other side. And back to center. Breathing in. Exhale. Twist. Great. Now let's untwist. Place your hands to your thighs, and then start to sit back onto your heels. Have a straight spine. Open your shoulders. Take a breath in. And exhale, start to round your spine. And we're going to do 3 more like that. Breathing in, arch, and exhale, round. And 2 more, inhale, and exhale, round. Now make sure your knees go directly over your toes. Breathing in, and exhale, round. Great, now you're going to do a little side bend over towards the right. Bend your knees. And then draw your left shoulder forward so you're in the center. And then Side bend to the other side to come all the way up. Breathing in. Exhale over to the other side. Use your hands for some support on your thighs and come back up. Let's add breath. Exhale one more time. Over to the right. Center. Lift. And up. And inhale. Exhale. Lift. Center. Right. Come up. Beautiful. Now we're going to try and do all of that with the music. I will guide you throughout the exercise. Let's go. Feet underneath your hips. Look straight ahead. Relax the shoulders. And we're going to breathe in. Exhale, look over to the right. And back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Back to center. Breathe in. Exhale to the right. And center. Inhale. And exhale, lift. Find center. Breathe in. Tilt your ear towards your right shoulder. And back to center. Breathe in. Exhale to the left. And back center. One more time. Tilting head to the right. And back to center. Inhale. And exhale to the left. Great. Bend your knees. 4 shoulder dips going back. 3, 2, and 1. 4 shoulder dips going forwards. And 2, 3, 4. Swinging your arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and relax. Let's go for 8 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands into your first position. Round your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, twist over to the right. And back to center. Inhale. And exhale to the left. Back center. Breathe in. Exhale to the right. And center. And to your left. Bring your hands back to center. Place your hands to your thighs for some support. Sit on, back onto your heels. Straighten your spine. Breathing in. And exhale round. And 2. Exhale round. And 3. Make sure your knees go directly over your toes. One more time. And round. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Bend your knees. Draw your shoulder down. And then go to the left side. Come all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, lift. Center. Right. And up. Beautiful. Well done. You should feel nice and relaxed in your shoulders. A little bit more mobile. To make you ready for the next exercise. Okay, we're going to do pelvic activation. Super fun, so I want you to enjoy it. Place your hands to your hips, and we are going to be breaking down the exercises and then putting the music, doing them with music afterwards. So listen carefully to my cues when I break it down and do it with me. It will be very helpful once we go put the music on and then you do it with the music, because it's a whole different ball game when you put music on. Okay, hands to your hips, bend your knees, feet underneath the hips, and you are going to tilt your pelvis forward. So if you look at me from the side, you're going to squeeze your glutes forward. Then you take your hips to the right side, and then take the hips back, and then to the left, back forward, release, and then squeeze again, and release. Then we go to the left side, so we squeeze forward, to the left, back, side, forward, again, and then one more, forward, and again. Try and make your movements nice and big. Then we're going to circle to the right. Nice and smooth, and then one more, circle same direction. And then we go to the other side, left side, And one more. Great. And find an upright position, relax your arms. Now the next step, you can really just enjoy it with your upper body. You can do whatever you like with your arms. Let's focus on feet. So you're going to step forward with your right foot and you transfer your weight to the right foot. So you're on the board of the back foot and you're welcome to do a little sway with your hip. Okay, so we step forward. One, bring the foot back. And then left side goes forward and back. And right side forward and back. And left side forward and back. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing just to the side. Side, bring it in. And side, bring it in. Side and in. And side and in. Good. Now we are going to swivel on the spot. So you go side to side. To the right. To the side. Back corner. Side. Good. The whole time you swiveled onto the one foot, okay, the inside foot. Okay, so let's try that again. So you go to the front, to the side, to the back, to the side, and then we do 8 marches on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whole thing on the left side. So we're stepping forward with your left foot, bring it back, right foot forward and back, left foot forward and back, and right foot forward and back. We go to the side. 1 and back and 2 and back and 3 and back and 4 and back. Pivot on the spot and we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. From the top without music, place your hands to your hips, bend your knees, and we tilt our pelvis forward. So squeeze your buttocks front and side and back and side. Squeeze forward, release, and forward, release. We go forward to the left, back and side, and front, release, and front, release. We circle around. Nice and smooth, 2, make your circles big, and we go to the other side, left side, and 2. Great, let's do our mumbo jumbo parts. We're stepping forward, right foot, and back, and left, and back, and right, and back, and left, and back, to the side, side, bring it in, and 2, and then you can use your head so you can look to the side, and side, bring it back. Pivot on the spot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left foot forward. 1. Bring it in. And 2 and in and 3 and in and 4 and into the side. 1 and in. Look. 2 and back and 3 and back and 4. Pivot on the spot. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Let's try all of that with the music. If you mess up, it's completely fine. You can try it again. Just enjoy it. Hands onto your hips. Ready? Here we go. Front, side, back, side, and front. Release, front, release, circle. 1. Oh, let's go other side, sorry. Front, left, back, side, and front. Release, front, release, circle. 1 and 2. To the other side. 1 and 2. Let's step forward. 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and 4. To the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pivot. 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, try and do that one more time. Are you ready? Hands to your hips. Bend your knees. Forward. Side. Back. Side. Front. Release. Front. Other side. Front. Side. Back. Side. Front. Release. Front. We circle around for 1 and 2. Other side. 1 and 2. Stepping forward. Right foot and left and right and left. To the side. 1 and 2. Really enjoy it. And 3 and 4. Perfect under spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left side, 4, and up, 2, and 3, and 4. To the side, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Shake out your wrists, shake out your feet. Should feel like your heart rate's lifted. Off to the next exercise. Grab your yoga mat or your Pilates mat, whatever mat you have. And I'm going to show you the best way to get down on the floor from standing. It's the safest way. So stand in the middle of your mat and you're going to choose your strongest leg to step forward. Step forward, strongest leg. Place the knee down to the floor. Bring the other knee in, sit down, and you're going to shift to one hip. And then slide onto your shoulder and then onto your backs. Great, so that's the safest way to get on the floor. And then bring your feet close to your buttocks. And then place your hands, for now, just into a V position. So placing hands on the floor. And I'm going to break it down again for you and before we do it with the music. Now, very important to try and not look around too much with your neck. So you're not manipulating your neck, so just be very careful. And you're going to bring your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg forward in front of you. And try and imprint your lower back into the floor. And then we're going to change sides. The left leg comes into your chest, and then we change. Right foot and change, left leg, and then bring both legs into your chest, and you're going to draw your knees a little further away from your body and bring the legs back in and away and we'll do 8 of these. So release and bring it in, release and in, release. And you'll feel like your stomach muscles are also waking up. And do one more. And then place both feet down to the floor and bring your hands into that V position. Then start to push your feet into the floor and tuck your tailbone. Roll all the way up into a bridge position. Try and draw your ribs together. Lift your hips as high as you can so that you can engage the back of your legs and your buttocks. And you're going to hold here for 4 counts. 3, 2, and 1. And then gently start to roll down the spine. Great. Mind the cats. And then draw your feet together. Bring your hands into a T position. Now keep your knees and feet glued together and you're going to twist over towards the right side. So bring your knees to the right. Now keep both shoulders down to the floor and then bring the knees back to the center. Breathe in, Exhale, knees over to the left. And back to center. Inhale. Exhale, knees over to the right. And back to center. Breathe in. Exhale, over to the left. Back to center. Now have your feet hip distance apart again, so your heels goes out and then toes meet your heels in that same position. And draw your hands to a V and go to bridge again. So lifting up into bridge, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to do 8 pulses. So release your hips slightly and then lift them up. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Gently start to release the spine down to the floor. Great. Adding on to the challenge. Mind the cats. Start to lift up your hips again, and now you're going to extend your right leg in front of you. Make sure your right leg is in line with your knee, and try and stay square, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot back down. Change legs. Left leg extends for 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down. Bring the knee into your chest. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down and change legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down and slowly release the spine. Now you're going to bring your knees into your armpits and we're going to circle them. So bring them together and then away from the body and then open them again. Great, and then change direction. And then place your feet down to the floor. And now we're going to go into a figure 4 stretch. So you're lifting the right foot, crossing it over. If this is enough, you stay here. You can even lift your heel up. And you should feel a nice stretch just along the right gluteus muscle. If you want more, if you can have more, you start to lift your foot off the floor, lift your head and your shoulders, thread the arm through the gap and hold onto your shins. And now relax your shoulders down and your head down. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then slowly release the foot down to the floor and we change legs. So it'll be the same version as what you did on the other side. Relax the head down. It's also helpful to activate your feet, so flex your feet. And then keep turning out your left leg. Great. Slowly release the foot to the floor. And we get up the same way as we got down to the floor. So you roll to your one side onto your shoulder. Use your hand for some support. Come up and then swivel onto your knees. Find an upright kneeling position and then stepping your strongest leg forward, placing your hand to your thigh and then coming up to standing. Great. Now we're going to do all of that with music. Let's go. Dance class will never be the same without music. So stepping forward, kneeling down, and kneel, sit, lie onto your, shift onto your hip, lie onto your shoulder, and then all the way onto your backs. Great, now bring your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg forward. Lengthen the lower back, and change. And change. And change. Bring both knees into your chest and release your hips. 1 and bring it in. 2 and in. 3 and 4. 5 and 6
1, we pulse, release, lift, 2, keep your ribs in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly roll down the spine. Right, start to lift your hips back up, extend your right leg, 4, 3, 2, 1, place the foot down, change legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, place the foot down, right knee into your chest, 3, 2, 1, left leg, 3, 2, and 1, release the foot down to the floor, slowly roll down the spine, bring your knees into your armpits, and bring them together, so, and 3, and 4, change direction, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Place your feet down to the floor and go to figure 4 position. Lift your hands. Choose your stretch as you wish. Next one, please. Take a deep breath in and full breath out. Placing the foot back down. Release the right foot and go to figure 4 on the other side. Find your stretch. Slowly release. Release your other leg. Roll to one side. Place your hand for some support. Come up. Swivel your knees. Find an upright kneeling position. And then stepping forward with your strongest leg. And well done. You should definitely feel like your whole back line of your legs are activated. It's a beautiful, strengthening exercise. And end of our class. I hope you feel really good. So end of our class, we're going to do a little reverence. Reverence means just gratitude. And because we do practice with a lot of people all over the world, let's show gratitude that we can move in our own homes with so many people at the same time. So find your feet hip distance apart. And you're going to bring the right arm forward. And just open up to the side. And then left arm follows. Take a breath in. And then start to wrap your arms around. Doesn't matter which one is on top. And then hold on to your shoulder blades. Just have gratitude for your own body. And then breathe in. Lift the elbows up. And exhale, relax the elbows down. Take your right arm up to the ceiling. Left arm follows. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to flip your palms down towards the floor and then slowly, it's like you're deflating. Bring them down to the floor. And then open the hands to the corners of the room. And then connect your fingertips and then the palms together. Take the hands up to the ceiling. Back to your heart space. Great. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Keep at it. You will start feeling better, and I hope you enjoyed.